Hey everyone, so today we're going to get kind of a two-in-one. So this is a new piece from Vuarnet. This is out of their 180 series. This exact one is the 1929, I think it's the 0003 or the 4. I forget which is which, okay? The black one is the 3, the white one is the 4, or the other way around, I don't know. Anyways, they both have the photochromic lens in them. And what I wanted to talk about here is something that can be worn throughout the day, into the evening, especially if you're outdoors, but even indoors. I've actually been wearing a very similar tint to this full time as kind of a fashion tint. I don't know if you guys have seen the recent videos, but that's been my full-time wear for about the last couple of weeks. Just kind of play with it and see how it felt having a fashion tint all the time. Now obviously I have multiple pairs I swap between pretty regularly, but not this time. I actually have been wearing just that one. The advantage there is, of course, it kind of takes the intensity away from the light. Mostly it just looks cool, but it is something else to throw in there. Anyways, back to these guys. So the reason I wanted to point that out is when I actually put these up here, I can't, the fogging is driving me nuts when I put them up here where they belong, so most of the video they're going to be out here. But anyway, you can see this is, you can still see the eyes a little bit. You've got a little bit of that flash mirror on the front. When this darkens down, that really pops into a bright red, which is nice, and we'll get to that here in just a minute. And I really got to stop touching this mask. I have to clean everything in a second. Anyways, so what's cool about this is because that tint is so light to begin with, it's very easy to wear indoors, outdoors, especially hazy, rainy days. It's going to add a nice little pop of contrast and color. You've probably seen me mention before that oranges and yellows are great in that type of situation. They cut through the haze a little bit. They knock that bright blue, white, diffuse lighting down very well. And overall just increase contrast in a nice, comfortable way. Now, I'm wearing this in here. You know, things don't appear dark. It's really nice and easy to wear indoors. But let's go outside and see what happens then, because it's actually a very nice sunny day. So we'll take you guys along for the ride of this. I'm already outside in the shade. There's still, you know, it's picking up a lot. You can tell it's darkened down a little bit just from walking inside, or outside rather. But if we can actually get a spot over here in the sun, out of the shade, you'll see these will darken down really nice and quick. And of course, that's going to make that mirror pop a little bit more. Again, I'm not wearing these all the way up, so you don't get the full effect of it. But you can see they darken down really quickly to a very nice dark level. Now you've got that strong red flash across the front, which, A, it looks cool, but B, this is also a really good look out because you've got that orange base. But as the lens darkens and that gray and brown comes on, it makes it very nice and color neutral, and you know, it looks cool when it does it. The good thing about these, it's got that full 180-degree field of view, which is kind of their whole claim to fame with this. Now, I can't really take advantage of that because I don't have contacts in. I hate contacts. That's a personal thing. I just don't like it. But so I can only see out to right here where my hand is. Oh, the fun of this stuff, right guys? Anyways, so we'll flip this around and let you see how it looks through this lens darkened down. But again, it's just a very nice, soft contrast. Takes the intensity of the light away. Even in the bright sun, it's not uncomfortable. So even my solid tint, when I'm outdoors, just isn't quite enough. So this extra darkness helps. And that's the advantage of combining a lot of these things. So when you take a base tint, you add a photochromic and a mirror on the front, you get some really cool effects. And I've talked about that in another video. I'll link the card up to that, but let's flip this around and let you see how the world actually looks. So you can see here, as I mentioned, you've got a little bit of that brown cast, which increases the contrast some. Still very nice, crisp optics. Now, again, I don't have my glasses in, so I can't judge that too well, but looking through the phone, I actually can. It's like cheating for my eyes. Now, as for the overall chassis, it is still very similar to the last 180 reviewed. This is specifically the 1929. The big difference with this one, it actually has that nose pad area where it can be adjusted a little bit right here. So it's got some adjustment to it where the other one was kind of built into the frame. You couldn't really tweak how close it sat, how far away it sat, or really anything on it. And of course, this exact color has one of my favorite things. When they throw that little French flag in there, you know it's a product they're proud of. But still, very nice design overall. This one is a little bit closer to the 1918 in style and design. You can see that's kind of where these temples come from. where on the 1930 or 1928, I can't even keep all these models straight anymore. That one was based more off the 1811, so this is based more off of their Sport Wrap series. I think the 1928 is actually what this is built off of, it looks like. So some nice improvements and tweaks there. Overall a great frame, but I really just wanted to dive in and focus on that photochromic lens in this video, since we've already talked about the 180s before. Now, I'm back to my own frame and indoors, and I can see and I can think properly. Anyways, so just again, a quick overview. This is something that's a little bit more intense when it comes to optics, and that is designing exactly how you perceive the world through your new glasses. When you start stacking layers, like I was talking about with that base tint, adding a photochromic in, throwing a mirror over the top, you can start really changing up the effects and how the whole world is perceived, and really fine-tune a lens exactly for somebody's needs. And that, of course, is what I love to do. If you've been following the channel for long at all, you know that I love customizable stuff and really doing some wild things. So that's me, and that's what I like. Anyways, now, if you enjoyed this video, definitely give it a like and subscribe, follow along, and I will catch you guys next time.